You never cease to amaze me.
It's a no-brainer, Craig. You got Caddie into this mess, you gotta get her out.
For the record, I'm not admitting to anything.
Of course you're not.
Can I make you an offer?
I don't want anything from you.
You said you wanted me to help my sister. Now, do you want to hear the offer or not?
You are the most annoying man.
Indeed.
What is it?
If I go down to the police station, do the right thing, and manage to stay out of jail, will you marry me then?
You're crazy.
Maybe. But if you're so anxious about everyone else's well-being, then how can you in good conscience turn down a chance to help?
Are you saying that if I don't marry you, Caddie will suffer?
No, I'm saying this is a chance for both of us to do some good.
So first you blackmailed her, and now you're trying to do the same thing to me, huh?
Let me ask you something. Why did you marry Jack?
Which time?
Why?
I loved him.
And?
He made me weak in the knees.
And?
What is it you want to hear me say?
All right, let me ask you this. Why did he divorce you?
Because he's good, and I'm not.
I can't vouch for the person that you were when you met Jack, but I can honestly say that the woman in front of me right now is good and decent and loving. Marry me, Carlie.
Why?
Because there's a little boy sleeping upstairs. He's good, and I'm not. And I want him to grow up happy and healthy, and I want to be there to see him do it. But if I do it myself, I'll mess him up. I don't want to ruin things the way that I did with Bryant and Lucy.
You know there are no guarantees with kids. You can do everything by the
Bryant died because I wasn't there for him. Lucy ran away and took Johnny with her because I wasn't there for her.
Now's your chance.
To be there for Johnny?
To be there for Caddie. It's the right thing to do.
All right. I'll do it.
Okay. Okay, well, you want to leave Johnny here with me?
No, I'll take him with me. Spend as much time with him as I can.
I'm proud of you.
That still leaves the burning question, Carlie. If I do help Caddie.
You just said you would.
But I might change my mind if I don't have the proper incentive.
Ugh.
If I can help Caddie, will you at least think about marrying me?
Oh, all right. Okay, fine. I will.
Before you get mad,
I'm already mad at you.
Me?
Yeah, for getting Brad all riled up against my brother.
No, Craig did that when he used Brad to blackmail you.
You had no right to butt in. Why don't you just leave us alone?
Can we? Sure. What happens now? Take their statements and get a warrant for Craig's arrest. How long will that take? Probably most of the day. If you're worried about Johnny. No, Johnny's gonna be home with me by the time you put the cuffs on Craig. I gotta go. Be in touch.
I thought we were getting somewhere this morning. That you were going to let me decide how, when, and what to do.
Well, I don't understand. What is there to decide? Craig tried to kill Paul Ryan.
You don't know that for sure. Nobody does. And you and Dusty had no right to appoint yourselves judge and jury.
I know that you're afraid, but you don't have to be. I told Jack everything. He says you wouldn't be in trouble.
I don't care about that. I care about us, and we're in trouble, Brad. If you do this, if you give in to this obsession with getting back at Craig.
Hey, Caddie, glad you decided to come in. You're doing the right thing. So it looks like you guys are on the same page. Should we just take the statements together?
Yes, I would love that.
Okay, great. Sit down. Have a seat.
Hey, no, sit. More problems with Craig, huh?
No, more like a solution. Remember that case against him for trying to blow up Paul's car?
The attempted murder charge? Yeah, that was dropped.
Not anymore. Thanks to me.
And how did you manage to do that?
I'll fill you in, but first confirm this. If he goes to jail, he loses all visitation, correct?
Probably. Attempted murder is a serious charge, and it's not like Johnny spent years with Craig.
No, barely knows him.
That's true. So a judge probably won't force you to take Johnny for visitation at the prison. By the time Craig's out, Johnny will probably be old enough to make his own decisions.
Good. That's good.
Okay, hold it. I think you're going about this all the wrong way. You're spending so much time worrying about Craig that you're actually losing valuable quality time with Johnny yourself.
I want Craig out of the picture, once and for all.
Is this fight about Johnny or your anger with Craig?
Of course. It's about Johnny, Tom. It's about what I promised his mother. His mother didn't want Craig in Johnny's life. She wanted me to give Johnny a good home and a good life.
And you're going to achieve this by teaching him to hate Craig.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, Dusty, that's what you're doing. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you say. Your actions will prove to Johnny that you hate Craig, and he, in turn, will hate him to please you. Now, in the end, when he grows up and understands what you've cost him, he's going to hate you.
And that is when Caddie told me that Craig set me up.
He faked Spencer's murder?
He had all this evidence against me. I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life in jail for something that I did not do.
Then he offered to make it all go away?
Caddie?
Craig told Caddie that he'd get me off if she'd be his alibi.
Caddie, is that true?
Look, it's all right. You can tell the truth. Nothing's going to happen.
Maybe we need to go at this from a different angle.
Caddie, honey, why don't you just forget about what Craig did or didn't do to you and just tell me what he said?
About what?
About Paul Ryan. Did Craig ever tell you that he rigged the bomb that was in Paul Ryan's car?
No, I'm a little thirsty.
Caddie.
No, I'm not stalling. I will tell you everything.
All right, I will get you a glass of water. Oh, what are you two doing here?
Caddie's giving her statement.
Honey, you know I can't comment on an ongoing investigation.
Can you give us a minute? How you doing?
I cannot believe that Craig would do something like this and drag Caddie into it.
So tell me how I can help.
You can get your client out of here for one thing. I haven't got the statement from Caddie yet, and if she sees Donovan lurching like a vulture...
Hey, Johnny, look who's here. Your aunts, your uncles, and your other daddy.
Hey! Yeah. What you been up to?
Daddy took me to see the train.
He did? Cool. Come tell me about it.
Why'd you bring him here?
Well, Margo informed me that Caddie might need my assistance. And since Caddie adores Johnny, and obviously the feeling's mutual, so...
You're using my son to keep Caddie quiet. You think I should cut this guy a break,
No,
Tom?
I think we'd be better served if we left and let the police handle this.
You're using him. He's 5 years old.
I know how old he is. He's my son.
We'll see.